It was a typical afternoon at the upscale shopping mall when Marcus, a well-dressed man in his late 20s, walked through doors. Having just finished a business meeting, he stopped by for a quick coffee before returning to his office. As he wandered through stores, admiring merchandise, he noticed a security guard following him. The guard's gaze was intense, his footsteps just a little too deliberate. Marcus brushed it off at first. He had been in similar situations before being watched, judged, simply because of his appearance. But today felt different. The guard's presence was too close for comfort. As Marcus moved from one store to another, the guard stayed within a few feet of him, clearly keeping his eyes fixed on him. Marcus paused in front of a clothing display, when guard suddenly approached him. "Excuse me, sir, I need to check your bag," the guard said firmly. Marcus was taken aback. "Check my bag? For what?" he asked, his voice rising in surprise. The guard didn't respond, simply extending his hand toward Marcus's shoulder. "I'm sorry, but it's protocol," the guard said. "I'm just shopping," Marcus replied, stepping back. "I haven't done anything wrong." But the guard was unyielding. "I have to check your bag. It's store policy." Marcus felt the weight of the situation. This wasn't just about a bag check, it was about being profiled, being treated as if he didn't belong. He had grown accustomed to this kind of treatment, but today, he wasn't going to let it slide. "I'm not a thief," Marcus said, his voice firm. Within moments, the manager appeared, having been alerted by the tension. She asked if everything was okay. Marcus explained situation, how guard had been following him, accusing him of theft for no reason other than his appearance. The manager, trying to smooth things over, apologized, but explained that they had security protocols to follow. "Let's review the security footage," she suggested, sensing the gravity of the situation. The footage revealed the truth. Marcus had been browsing casually, picking up a shirt, examining it, then putting it back. Nothing suspicious. No theft. Just a man shopping. The manager turned to guard. "You saw all of this, didn't you?" she asked, her tone now more stern. The guard, now clearly uncomfortable, didn't respond. Turning back to Marcus, the manager offered a sincere apology. "I'm so sorry for the misunderstanding. This shouldn't have happened." Marcus, still frustrated, nodded. "Thank you. But what happens now? Does he face any consequences for this?" The manager hesitated before answering. "We'll take appropriate action," she said. Marcus, though somewhat appeased, knew this was about more than just one bad experience. He wasn't just upset about being falsely accused, he was upset about the bigger issue, the racial profiling that many black men face daily. "This is a bigger problem," Marcus said. "People like me are judged before we even have a chance to prove ourselves. This is something that happens every day." The manager assured him that they would take steps to prevent such incidents in the future. Marcus left the mall that day with a mixture of emotions: anger, frustration, but also a sense of resolve. He knew this wasn't just about him, it was about a larger issue that needed addressing. Within days, the incident gained traction on social media. Witnesses shared their versions of what had happened, and soon the story went viral. News outlets picked up the story, and the public rallied around Marcus, condemning the actions of the security guard. The mall chain issued a public apology, and after an internal review, the security guard was fired. But Marcus wasn't satisfied with just an apology. He wanted change. He began to speak out on social media about racial profiling, using his platform to call for better training in customer service and security protocols. He wanted companies to recognize the harmful impact of these biases and take action. A few months later, Marcus received an unexpected call from the mall. They wanted him to help redesign their customer service training, specifically to address issues of racial profiling. Marcus agreed, not for the money, but because he saw an opportunity to make real, lasting change. He knew that no one should have to experience what he went through that day. Through his unexpected journey, Marcus turned an unjust moment into an opportunity for advocacy. His story became a powerful example of how one person's voice could spark change. It wasn't just about being wronged in a mall, it was about challenging the assumptions people made about him based on his race. It was about ensuring that no one else would have to endure the same treatment. In the end, Marcus's story wasn't just about a false accusation. It was about standing up against racial profiling, using his experience to educate others, and pushing for systemic change. Marcus's voice, once ignored, had now become a force for change, and his journey was just beginning.